Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Killer Clones by Sotek. Now, you may notice in the tagline or in the setter line it says featuring Maggie and BremSter, and the reason for that is about 6 or 7 months ago, Maggie and I were playing around with an idea for a puzzle, and we couldn't quite make it work. And we sent what we were working on through to Sotek, because I do that a lot, saying, this is really interesting, but we can't make it work. And Sotek, wait, this is really interesting. And Sotek took the idea and changed it significantly, but the basic concept for this puzzle, I think, comes from that idea. Now, we were playing with the concept of antediagonal, and I think what Sotek has done is he's grabbed one of the deductions that could be found from the puzzle that we made, which we couldn't complete, and then has tried to replicate that concept rather than replicate the original deductions. I've left it about 6 months to feature this, partly because I wanted to forget what it was we were playing with, and my memory is bad enough that 6 months may as well be I never saw it. So maybe I'll remember, who knows. But this is Killer Clones by Sotek, with an idea that Maggie and I were playing with. Maggie's got a better memory than me sometimes, so we'll see how it all goes. Anyway, Maggie also doesn't solve as many puzzles as I do, so it's easier for her to remember. Anyway, let's have a look. So we've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have killer clones. So digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage if given. So we know that these will sum to 11, these will sum to 10. We don't know what these 2-cell cages will sum to. It's like, so why do we have these? Well, digits may not repeat within a cage, all good, but all cages that sum to the same total, given or not, must be exact clones of one another without rotation. So if this was a 7 cage and this was a 7 cage, they would be identical in their composition. In makeup. So if this was a 3 and a 4 and this was also a 7 cage, this would have to be a 3 and a 4. It couldn't be a 1-6. And then we've got Renban. So digits placed on purple lines must be a non-repeating set of consecutive digits in any order. So if this was, for example, a 1, then these would have to be a 2 and a 3 in some makeup, because 1, 2, 3 is a consecutive set. 1, 2, 4 is not a set of consecutive digits, even though 1, 2, and 3, that is just a set of consecutive digits in any order. That's the rules of the puzzle. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So we know a 10 cage is 1, 2, 3, 4. The minimum non-repeating digits you can put into a cage is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 10 cages are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, to get to 11, we have to increase 10 by 1. So we're increasing one of the digits in the 10 cage by 1. But we can't increase the 1, the 2, or the 3 without causing a duplication. So these are 1, 2, 3, and 5. Now, is that enough for us to... But these are 5 digits in 4 cells in a row or a column, so it's not quite enough, is it? But these are clones of each other. These are clones of each other. So we know those are the same digit. And we know these are the same digit, these are the same digit, and these are the same digit. So, and we know that 3 of these digits need to appear in here, because 1, wherever 1 is, has to appear in here. Ooh, this is interesting. This may have been the concept we were originally playing with, but I don't remember it enough. So if blue is in the 11... Right. So if blue is in the 11 cage, where is it? Because it couldn't go there, it couldn't go there, so it would go here, which would make it here. And that would be fine. If yellow is in the 11 cage, it couldn't go here or here, which would be here and here. If green is in the 11 cage, it would be here and here. And if purple is in the 11 cage, it would be here and here. So green... How is that enough? So 3 of these digits have to be in, but only 3 of them. So if yellow is in the 11 cage, it's here and here. Green would be here and here. Blue would be here and here. And purple would be here and here. Now, the question is, does that mean that purple is either 4, one of these has to be 4, 5, doesn't it? So, because 3 of these digits are the same, one of these colors, because this color, because 3 of these digits are the same, I can't, like, because 3 of these digits are the same, so let's say yellow could only be these. Then one of the other digits has to be forced, and blue would have to be, and then one of the other digits, whichever one it is, all of them are forced into this pattern, which means one of these digits, one of these is 4 and 5, for example. So it's either green is all 1, yellow, or green is, one of these is all of the, 3 of these are the same digit, and then one of them is, well, these can't be the same digit. These can't be the same digit. So if we go back to that, could blue be... So let's go back to this without these coloured, because we know that these are... Yeah, we know that these are all, these are the same because these are clones. So if blue was 1, 2, or 3, because 1, 2, and 3 has to appear, where would blue appear here? It can't be here, it can't be here. And that can't be blue because you can't repeat a digit. So we couldn't put blue into 11 if blue was 1, 2, or 3. So this isn't 1, 2, or 3. This is a 5. So these are 1, 2, 3. And blue can't be 1, 2, or 3 because we can't put a blue 1, 2, 3. So blue is 4. So blue is 4. And we know that, right, that Renban is the trick. So we can uncolor blue. We know this is 5 and these are 1, 2, 3 because the 11 cages are clones. And we know that green can't be in those. So this is green. Wrong green. We know yellow can't be here because it sees 2 of them. So this is yellow and this is purple. So we know this is yellow, this is green, and this is purple. Okay, now this is 4, 5, but this can't be 1, 2, 3. So this can't be 3, 4, 5. This is 4, 5, 6. Purple is in one of those, but it's in one of those 2. Could that be a 1, 2, 3? Yeah, because this could go 4, 5. That could work. Otherwise, it's there. Well, hang on. Purple is up here. Purple is in here. But there's a 1, 2, or 3 on this. But this can't be a 1, 2, or 3. So this couldn't be a 1. Because if this is a 1, this would have to be a 1, 2, 3 line, and I can't make this a 1, 2, 3. So purple is not 1. So I can select all of purple. Let's go to color mode and select purple. Purple is not 1. No, not 1. So because this can't, if this is 1, this would be a 1, 2, 3 line, and I'd have 4, 1, 2, 3. If this is 2, 3, though, this could be a 4. But there is a 4 on this line, because it's either 2, 3, 4 or 3, 4, 5. If it's 3, 4, 5, it's 3, 4, 5. If it's 2, 3, 4. Hang on a minute. If it's 2, 3, 4, this is the 4, because I can't make this, and this would be the other 2, 3, because I can't make this another 2 or 3, because the 1, 2, 3 is gone. So if it's 2, 3, 4, the 2 and the 3 are here, and that's the 4. If it's 3, 4, 5, The 5 is here, and that's the 4. That's always a 4, which puts 4 in one of those two. This is not the 4, and this is 2, 3, or 5. Yellow is down here. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. Purple is in here. Yellow is down here. Purple is up here. So 1 is in one of those two. 1 is in one of those two. 1 is in one of those two. So 1 is down here. 1 is in one of those two. One is down here. Is it this Renban? Because these see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are from 7, 8, 9. So this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. These are all 6, 7, 8, or 9. These cages, they have to be different. These cages are all different. And they can't sum to 10 or 11. Hang on, is that right? Digits may not repeat. All cages are the same sum that sum to the same total, given or not, must be exact clones of one another. So if this was a 10 cage, it would have to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 shaped like that. So these can't be 10 or 11. But they are all different. They're different sums. And this is a different sum to this, but this could be the same as one of these three, and this could be the same as one of these three. This is weird. 4 is in one of those. Hang on, 5. Oh, 5 is in one of those three. I don't know what I'm looking for. So 1 is in one of those two and one of those two, and 1 can't be here. So 1 is in one of those three. Because 1, 2, 3 is looking, 1, 2, 3 looking across as well. So 1 is in one of those. Hang on, where can 1s, 2s, and 3s go? Where can 1, 2s, and 3s not go? 1, 2s, and 3s can't go in any of these. Can't go in any of these. Can't go in any of these. Wait a minute. This is bonkers. None of these can be 1, 2, or 3. All of those can't be 1, 2, or 3. These can't be 1, 2, or 3. So there's a 1, 2, 3 in here. These can't be 1, 2. These are 1, 2, 3. Because I can't put them here, I can't put them here, and I can't put them here. These are 1, 2, 3. There's a 1, 2, 3 in here. I can put 1 up here and 1, but I have to put, these are 1, 2, 3. Because I can't put them here, here, or here. So there's 1, 1, 2, 3 up here. So this is 6, 1, 6, 2, or 6, 3. But this can't be 6, 1, 2, or 3. But these can. But if this was 1, 2, or... this can't be 1, 2, or 3. Because if this was 1, 2, or 3, this would have to be 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it can't be. So this is not 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. Right? But this is 1, 2, or 3, but this can't be 1, 2, or 3. So if this is 1, these would be 1, 2, 3, and that's broken. This can't be a 1. Even if this is 2, one of these would need to be 3, and that doesn't work. I don't have 1, 2, 3 available. This is 3, so these are 4, 5. There's no 3 here. There's no 3 here. Yellow, so let's go to yellow is not 3. Oh, let's just select those and say yellow is not 3. So these are 4, 5. The 4 here makes this the 5 and this the 4. Which means this isn't 5. This is a 2, 3. So it's... I don't know which colour it is. It's either yellow or green. And this is these are purple or green. This is weird. And this is yellow, which puts yellow on this line. But yellow is 1 or 2. So there has to be... These are both 1, 2, or 3. There's a yellow on here with a purple or a green. So these are from 1, 2, 3. That's crazy. That's so cool. These Renbans are amazing. And if this was from 1, 2, 3, this would have to be from 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and it can't be. So that's not a 1, 2, 3. So here's the 1, 2, 3. These are the 1, 2, 3s. So I've now got all the 1, 2, 3. One must be over here. These are not 1, 2, 3. This is cray-cray. This is now 1, 2, 3. And this isn't the 1 anymore. There is a 1 in this cage. But there's a 1 in this cage, so neither of these are the 1. There's a 2, 3 at the top of that cage. This is a 3. I still... There is a 1, 2, 3 down here, but only 1. There is a 1, 2, 3 in this cage. How am I going to break this open? There's a 1, 2, 3 in here. And there's a 1 or a 2 in here. Hang on a minute. There's a trick here I am missing, and I'm not sure. Right, where's 4 in this cage? 4 is in here. 4 in this box. 4 is here. So this isn't 4. This is 4. So this is 3. So this is 3. So green is not 3. Purple is 3. So these are all 3. So this is purple. So this is not purple. So green and yellow are 1 and 2. So I can take 3 out of those. So I can remove the 1 corner marks from these. This is a 2. Yellow, this is 2. So green is 1. Yellow is 2. So green is 1. Yellow is 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There's no 3 down here. This is a 1, 2. So this is a 7 or an 8 cage. There's no 2 up here. This is the 2, which doesn't actually resolve what that is. 3. Do I want to get rid of the colouring? I think I want to get rid of the yellow, purple, and green colouring. So 1 or a 3 down here, and there's a 1 or a 3 down here. Six 1 or 6 2. There's going to be something about the way these cages hang together. Oh, the one says that's not the one. That's the one. So does that mean this is... I'm going to mark this as grey for now. Does this mean this has to be the same as that? I don't know yet. I honestly don't know yet. 6 is in one of those two. So this is now restricted. It can't be 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5 would be possible in a particular order. I think it could be 5, 4. Can't be 6, 7, 5, 6, or 6, 7. Well, it has to have an even digit on it, but it could have a 4 there or an 8. So there's a 4 in this cage, which can't be repeated in the other vertical cages. I'm not sure how to use this yet. Am I missing Sudoku? Four is on that Renban line by Sudoku. So this is 4, 5. It can't be 3, 4. So this is 4, 5. That's the 5. That's the 4. So this is from 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 6, 7, 8, 9s everywhere. How am I going to break the 6, 7, 8, 9s open? So this is 4, 7, 8, 9. 2 is down here somewhere. So 3 is in here. One and 3 are down here, but I'm not sure how to do that. So this has got 2, 4. So 6 or 8 is on this. Six or 8 is on this. If I just mark 1 and 3 in here, is that enough for me to get rid of all the colouring? I think so. So let's get rid of all the colouring. Okay. Thing is, I don't know that these cages have to have the same sums. So I'm not sure how to use this. Now, if this is a 7 cage, this couldn't... Well, what can this be? I don't know. Like, there's a restriction here. This is 6, 1. This can't be 1, 6. But I don't know how to use that. There is definitely something there, but I don't know how to use it. Like, this is an 11, 12, or 13 cage, because this is from 4, 7, 8, 9. It can't be an 11 cage. It can't be 4, 7, because the 11 cage has to be 3, 1, 5, 2. So this can't be an 11 cage. So the 7 is over here. So this isn't a 7. So 7 is in here. This can't be 3. Ah, ha, ha, ha. This is restricted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But it can't be 3, 7 because it can't be a 10 cage. And it can't be 3, 8 because it can't be an 11 cage. It can't be 5. This is 6 or 9. It can't be 6. This is a 3, 9. So any 12 cage now is 3, 9. So this can't be 4, 8. This is 4, 9, which means this is 7, 8, which means this is 6 or 9. That's cool. That's very, very cool. Which means that is now a 9. Because where's 9 in this box? Can't be there, can't be there. That's a 9, that's a 6. These are 5, 7, and 8. There's no 5 in the middle or at the top. That's a 5. This is a 7, 8 pair. This is either an 8 or a 9 cage. I like this. What are these? 7 and 8. And these, 5 and 6. This is very clever. But I still haven't quite broken it open. Oh, very clever. This is nothing like the puzzle that Maggie and I set, by the way. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not sure what to do with that because all of these are 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's a 1 or a 3 in here. There's going to be a restriction on what can go in the cage. Like, is there a restriction here? Because this is from 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, 1, 6 would make it a 7 cage. That's fine. 1, 7 would make it an 8 cage. It's fine. I can't make it a 10 cage, so there's no 9. Can I make it a 9 cage? I don't know what this is. This one could be a restriction. I can't use a 10, 11, or a 12 cage. Now, these could be the same, which would put whatever that is down here. Is the restriction here? I don't think so. This can't get as high as 13. I am quite confused. So these are from 6, 7, 8, 9. But I don't see what that's doing because these are all from 6, 7, 8, 9. Confused I am. There's a 4 across here. It's in one of those two. 4 down here. 4 down here. Can this be 3, 4? Is there any reason I can't make a 7 cage? If this is 3, 4, this is 6, 2. And then this would be 1, 8. And this would be 1, 8. I don't see a problem there. Oh man, I don't get it. Nine is up here. So 9 is in here. Nine, 8 here. We'd make this 9, 8, make this 9, 8, which would put 9 in here. To make this 6. I can't follow it. I can see 3 and 4 are in here. Is there a reason this can't be a 7 cage? If this is a 7 cage, that's a 4. Then 4 is in here. This becomes... I don't know. I don't know. If this is 6, 2, this becomes 1, 7. There's a relationship here. Because this could sum to 7 or 8, but this could sum to 8 or 9. There's another relationship here. If this is 7, this can't be 7. But 4 is in one of those two. I don't understand. Could this be a 5? Is that the point? Where do I put 5 in this row? If this is a 5, this is a 6. Can those be 5, 6? What's this triple? 6, 7, 8? So there's 2 of 6, 7, 8 here. But this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not restricted at all. And this could be 4. Otherwise, it's 7, 8, 9, and that's... I've missed a basic function of this puzzle. If I could force this to be 3, 4... Oh, these Renbans must be doing something. It's been redonkulously clever up till here. And I am not being clever. So 10, 11, and 12 are, and 13 are taken. But I'm not playing with 10, 11, 12, or 13. Because I've got so much freedom in these cages. If this is 6, 2, this becomes 1, 7, 8, 7. This could still be 6, 7, or 8 because it's either a clone of this cage, although if this is 6, 2, this is 1, 8. This could be 1, 6, or 1, 8. So if this is 6, 2, this is 1, 8. This could be 1, 6, or 1, 8. 8. So put 8 down here with 7 or 9. I'm sorry, everyone. I don't see it. These are 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 4, 7, 8, 9. I've got to put a 5 down here. So I've got to put a 5 in here. And I've got to put a 5 in here. Is that the thing? There's a 5 in this cage. This is a 3, 5. 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. This is a 3, 5 cage, and this is a 4. That's what I was missing. So this is an 8 cage, which means this is 6, 1, which is a 7 cage taken. This can't be an 8 cage. This is 1, 8. This can't be a 7 cage because of that. This can't be an 8 cage because of that. This is another 9 cage. That's what I was missing. 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Bam. That's what I was missing. So 8, 8 means this 2 is down here, 8 is down here. It was so clean, and I missed it completely. This can't be a 3-5 cage, because if it was a 3-5 cage, it would have to be in the same order as this, and they would be the threes would both be at the top. So if I put 3 in here, I can't put 5 in as well, but that's not quite enough. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. But I'm not sure about that. These are 6, 7, 9. The 8 makes this 7 and this 8, which puts 8 down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. These are 6, 7, and 9. I haven't quite cracked it yet. This is 7 and 8. There's no 8 here, of course. There is an 8 on this line, so there's no 6 on this line. There is a 6 up here. This is 6, 7, 9, which makes sense. This is 6, 7, 9, of course. And this is 6, 7, 9, of course. And this is 6, 7, 9, of course. This all makes sense. But I'm now massively over pencil marking. Still haven't figured this out. That can't be a 5. Where's 5 in this row? 5 is now here. This is 6. So these are 5 and 9. So this can't be a 7. It's either 5, 6, or 9, 8. This is not a 7. This is 6 or 7. This is the 9. This is the 5. This is the 6 because of the 5 looking up. So this is a 7 and an 8, which makes this a 7. Taking 7 out of those, this is a 6, 9. 6, 9 pair makes this the 7, which makes this the 8 and this the 7. This is still 6 or 9, I think. The 7 is now up here. There's no 7 here. The 7 takes 7 out of those, putting 7 there. Taking 7 out of here, this is an 8, 9 pair, so there's no 9. This is a 6, 7 looking across, making this the 9 and this the 6. Now, there's a 1 or a 3 in here, but I don't, with a 5. And I can't put the 3 with the 5 because it would make it a clone with this. So this is a 1 and a 5. This has to be a 1 and a 5. And there were 5 at the top, 1 at the bottom, which puts 3 at the top and 5 at the bottom. Very clever. So there's no 1 here. There is a 3 at the bottom. That's so clever. Which means, of course, this is the 3 and this is the 1. So clever. There's no 8 here. 9 and 8, which means there's no 9 here. There's something resolving this. The 8 looks down, making that the 7, which makes that the 6 and that the 7. There's no 7 here. The 8 makes that the 9, which makes that the 8. These are 2, 6, and 9, I think. This is, or what are these? 4, 6, and 8. There's a 6 and an 8, so that's the 4. This is a 6, 8 pair. The 8 makes that the 6 and that the 8. The 6 says that's not the 6. The 1, of course, makes that the 2, which means that's the 9, that's the 6. That's not the 6. The 4 makes that the 9 and that the 4, which, of course, makes that the 2. The 9 looks up making that the 6 and that the 9, and that is the correct solution of the puzzle. Holy cow. 1 solve in less than an hour because this has never been put into this puzzle before. Now, this was submitted over 6 months ago, and this is nothing like the puzzle that Maggie and I created. I'm glad we inspired this puzzle, but it is nothing like the puzzle we created. Now, I'm not going to remove the Maggie and BremSter because from the title. I'd like to, because I do not feel we have anything to do with the creation of that. We inspired it from a trick we found with these cages, but we did it using anti-diagonals. We had nothing to do with this, and we couldn't make it work. Sotek made a beautiful puzzle. Thank you, Sotek. This is amazing. We should not have our names on this, but oh well, it's up to Sotek. he can do. It is really up to Sotek. Thank you very much for the puzzle. That was mind-blowing, and I'm sorry it's taken 6 months for this to be seen. Beautiful puzzle. I hope other people find as much pleasure as I did. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.